Hello and welcome to the second chapter of Higurashi, Watanagashi. I haven't actually got to start that yet. I just I don't know. I still got the screen like that, so just move that in place there. You can see what we're playing. Also, I keep calling it Mion-Kashi, but it's Japanese, and that isn't me like it would be in English. It'd probably be like Meakashi, because an M and an E is pronounced me, as in me, 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 me. While ironically, if it had an I, it would be me. It's weird like that. But yeah, that one's out now. It's the answer arc to, well, this question arc right here, actually. So, without delay, enough piss about, let's just move that back into place. There, and play. Just wait. Choose your preferred language. Oh, well, clearly I'm pro enough for Japanese. No, I'm not actually. Let's read that. That's not actually. It's got too much kanji. I feel like I just watched some of Zeta Play's videos where he's came across novels that are in Japanese and he'd make up his own story, and I just as he's just going through it, I'd just be observing them now they actually know, Japanese language a bit better now, obviously, a lot better than back when I originally saw his videos, but it's just trying to make sense of what was going on in the actual plot, and just I couldn't freaking do it, man. There's just too many freaking kanji characters. That's oh, that's kanji, Mino, blah blah. Wait, Mino, oh wait. This is probably just saying that more or less in Japanese, isn't it? Well, we go with English, obviously. Who knows? Maybe I doubt it, but maybe there'll come a day where I understand Japanese enough to actually freaking go through visual novels that haven't been translated. But that would require me knowing a lot of words, sentence structure perfected, and knowing a lot of kanji characters, which I currently not too well in the kanji, I know the kanji for what, I could recognize that, and for referring to people as well, 1, 2, and 3, I can recognize well, but they have different distinct meanings, and speaking of which, god damn it, really? Why the hell did I put it so far away? Okay. Japanese word of the boy, boy. Chokusen, straight line. What a random word. Let's just get to the point, shall we? What do you gotta say this time? Watanagashi, the most possibilities. How was your taste of life in Imizawa? A personal conspiracy. I believe you have fully enjoyed everything and everyone seeming suspicious. Here at last, it is no surprise that, but a real direct instance. Please enjoy it. Difficulty is low then, Onikakushi, but is extremely vicious. I don't get what it means by difficulty. There's no difficulty. I suppose the only difficulty would be can you stomach it? Is it too scary for you? It's just the answer arcs, they're much more disturbing than the question arcs. And I'm beginning to wonder if we see, because, the answer arc to this one is the only one that actually, goes through the question arc as it actually goes, essentially. Onikakushi, the answer arc to that, has a different kind of thing. It's not the same scenario, but it's similar and answers, questions that you might have from that chapter. But with this one, the answer arc to it is literally just the same thing playing out, but from a different perspective that gives you a shit ton of insight into what the hell's going on, and it's incredibly disturbing. But I don't know if we see quite the same level of it in this, but still pretty disturbing. Let's get on with it. What will be our poem thing this time? I will not quench your thirst, for you seek the truth and could not accept that. I will not quench your thirst, for the truth you desire does not. But I still want to quench your thirst. I am the one who cast you into the desert. Frederica What was that old series that they made called? Yeah, in case there's any curses, you know, like this. I'm around 50 behavior, I'll be sure. We're gonna have automatic stuff. I'm trying to ramble here. Probably is, isn't it? The chirping of birds served as my alarm clock. Okay, we're getting straight into it, are we? What was I gonna say? I forgot. Huh? Wasn't today Sunday? Well, it's Thursday while I'm recording. So now, wasn't it basically my style to stay up late on Saturday and sleep through the morning on Sunday? Sounds like me, honestly, that does. It's like, I'll have days where I just like don't give a shit. And actually, I was like, up till maybe like 2 or 3 in the morning, I was like playing Zelda Link Between Worlds, because now that I've finally like, I was just like, oh, let's play that, and got addicted to it. It's like, oh, it's a good game actually. My only complaint is, it's just like, it's short, really short. Still haven't finished it, and like, just got 1 dungeon left, and then the final dungeon stuff, I imagine. Yeah, pretty good game. So it was like up till then, and it was like, okay, time to go to sleep. This was last night, by the way, and like, well, I was recording anyway. It's like, okay, I'll go to college tomorrow, and I was just like, now it's the next day. I woke up like freaking 3 hours sleep or something like that. Just completely knackered. So it was like, can't be bothered going to college, I don't have the energy. But here I am recording anyway. Just like, why not? So I've got a bit of energy. It's weird how that works, isn't it? But I would not like to, you know, freaking have to catch a bus and shit while feeling all kind of like, Anyways, back to the vlog. Why was I rambling like it? Why was I waking up at this disgustingly wholesome hour? You know what? Same scenario with me, really, when I woke up this morning. It's like, why am I awake at such an ungodly hour? It's freaking like 6 in the morning. I want to sleep at 3. What is this bullshit? I couldn't get back to sleep. Back to sleep. No, Keiichi, it never works. It never works. Once you wake up, you can't get back to sleep. Keiichi, are you awake? You have a phone call. At that moment, the sound of my mom calling me from downstairs finally registered. Phone call? Don't you love how this question mark just throws you right in there? No context, no build up, no, just like, okay, here's what's going down right here, you know, to start things off, introduce you. It's just like, no, if you didn't freaking go through Onikakushi, we're not gonna like explain anything to you about the characters. They'll just throw you right in and assume you've gone through that, which we have, but you know, some viewers might have skipped that, I don't know. Sprang up out of bed abruptly and stampeded noisily down the stairs. He's awake. I'll put him on right now. My mother informed me the person on the other end of the line. Ah, yeah, I remember how this starts. Hello, it's me. Who might this be? Morning, Keiichi-kun. You're such a sleepyhead, Oh, Rena, what's up calling so early in the morning? I went from the freaking Mion voice to the Rena voice as I realized it was Rena. She refers to him as Keiichi-kun, as we know, unless they skipped over the Onikakushi arc. I don't know, it's so early, it's the middle of the day, you know. It was 11 o'clock. I guess you could loosely consider that middle of the day. No, it has to be around about 12 or 1 for me actually. Sometimes that'd be considered a morning for me, honestly. It's just like wake up in the afternoon. Depends on the day, really. So what's up?
Oh, 1 second, I'll put Michan on now. Oh, hey-oh, Keiichi. If I were to say it in English, that'd be good morning.
But this is all in English translated. I guess it's to add context, I guess, to what she's saying. I mean, she said, good morning, Keiichi, and if I were to say in English, that'd be a good morning, it'd be weird, wouldn't it? While we're at it, why don't you try saying it in Chinese, German, and Russian as well?
Ni hao, Keiichi.
Yeah, goddamn German now, right? Guten Morgen, Keiichi. Russian? Gosh. That's...
How the hell should I know?
I haven't been learning these languages yet. I don't even know if I ever will. There's like a course for like Chinese at the college, and it's only like 1 level or so like that. And German, it's got damn much about Russian though. But anyways, well, whatever. This stupid conversation has woke me up.
That's good to hear. So, Keiichi, you're free right now. If you're good, then we've got everybody.
Everybody? Did you mean all the club members? Is this Keiichi or her? That's right, you might be thinking every day always ends in heated conditions. Oh wait, no, it is her. I prefer the, visual novel format, where you can tell immediately which character's speaking. This, you've got to scroll through it a bit.
That's right, you might be thinking every day always ends in heated competitions, but at least I can spend my day off peacefully. You're too naive, Keiichi.
Yeah. The aim of our club is to find the best solution for every situation. In other words, we don't care for the weekend.
Ooh, it looks like Keiichi has come to understand our club. So how about it? Can he come?
Absolutely nothing planned that day. Well, we'll refuse Club President Mion's invitation, or what other fun ways to pass time would I have? Sleeping? It's not like I planned on doing anything. If I said no, you'd probably just declare me the loser by default and force a penalty game on me anyways.
You understand that much, then you can't refuse, right? If you're okay with it, then meet at the usual place at 1 o'clock. We're going into town, so bring your bike, okay?
Then a plot twist, he doesn't have a bike. Club activities in town. Well, we could do them anywhere. We've barely seen much of the town, really, have we? I mean, we've seen the village, itself, but not the town. Besides, since it was a new venue, there was no way this wasn't going to be intense. I'm holding a very big grudge from that narrow loss a couple of days ago. I'll say it right now, I'm not going to lose. Ago was Friday's club activities, that uncompromising poker match. It was a fight to the death. Nobody held back. Nobody could tell who was in the lead or who was last until all the points were tallied. In the end, I won by only 1 ship. Mion came in second. Oh wait, that must have been Mion saying that instead then. See what I mean? And it's even worse when the character doesn't appear physically on screen, because then you have less of an idea half the time of who's talking.
Damn it! To think if I hadn't scored that 1 chip.
Mion left it thus, perhaps more so than if actually lost the match. Mion doesn't lose. That's why Mion only whines when she let the champion's throne slip through her fingers. That's why she's more frustrated than anybody over a close loss. So did she mean for today to be a grudge match? Bring it on! Just like the last time, I'll shut you down and make you play that penalty game. Make sure you play it away that you won't regret it when you lose.
Wouldn't have it any other way. I'll make it all the more better when I crush you.
let me exchange jeers for a bit before I hand you everything. It's like, you know, the ending of Onikakushi is just like, whoosh, gone. Just like, now we're back to slice of life. As I headed back upstairs, hastily to get the key to my bike, I bumped into my daughter as she was carrying food on down. Oh, Keiichi, you seem like you're in a good mood. Heading out. Sorry, lads. I'm going into town to play with you. Take care. Watch out for traffic. Be back before dinner. Yeah, I'll be back by then. After unlocking the chain from my bike in the garage, I was able to maintain the resistance of slightly stupendous as I was on. Alright, let's go! I set off on my bike, cutting through the refreshing morning air. Oh, that reminds me. It's just like... Yeah, it was. It was last time I went to the college. I think it was last week. It's just like the town center is just like... On the bus, it's like, oh, it's been a while because it was like the holidays and I just like felt a bit anxious, agitated. It's like, get off this bus, get some fresh air. Go off the bus. Ooh, that delightful aroma of horse shit. Literally. I don't know where the horse shit was, but the whole bloody place smelled of horse shit all around town. It was ridiculous.
Keiichi, you're late.
Sorry to keep you waiting. There's Onikakushi.
Well, to meet up with them here, it's a lot quicker than just meet up in town.
Oh, I see. If I remember correctly, Satoko and Onikaku's houses were on the other side, past the school. Oh yeah, what's up with doing club activities in town? Can't be that everybody's going to put on massive rob banks all day, is it? Would they even have, well, they have at least one bank, but multiple banks? It kind of implies that it's a small town after all. Well, it could have more than one, I guess.
I wouldn't mind doing that. Even then, I wouldn't lose to you.
See, it's hard to tell who it is until you really get a feel of, like, which character would say it sometimes.
You see, Mii-chan always tells me the routes and schedules of the armored bank cars. I wonder why.
What? I spun around with a serious look on my face and looked at Mion. Well, certainly it's impossible that Mion was capable of doing that. Seriously, Mion?
Brenna! What are you saying? My voice is all over the place today. Sorry, Mii-chan, sorry.
I just can't get over it, man. Just like, when they're laughing towards the end of Onikakushi, it was a totally different style of laugh, wasn't it? The two of them joked around. That bright laughter was the best match for a beautiful day like today. Hey, you two, Stoke and Rick-chan are waiting for us all day. Let's stop fooling around and get going. Round and round, I'm out like two fluttering butterflies. I honestly wished I could just keep watching them like this. Is it just me, or is there a bit of, what's the word? Would that count as distortion, or is it a different word I'm looking for? It's just like, it sounds like the piano just like has a kind of really loud. But the five of us together would be absolutely more fun. Let's change the soundtrack because this music's really loud.
That's right, well then, let's go.
The goal is to plunder 1 million. Once we spend the loot, everybody's scram.
Yeah!
Who's saying that? I don't know. The three of us on our bikes headed over the gently sloping hill towards town. Accelerating hard, we crested the hill. We'll be expanding the Zokinomiya station came into sight. Oh, struggle with that. Front station, and I occasionally come to the station here. Considering the amount of effort it takes to get here, though, it's quite a hassle. That's why I didn't know much about the area around the station or itself, for that matter. You know what? It's bugging me now. I think I know why. Thank you. It's because I haven't set the volume. It's at fucking max. Jesus Christ. I think I noticed that then. Those sound effects a little louder. No wonder why I had that blaring sound waves like boom, boom, boom. The street we were headed down today was of course unfamiliar to me as well. Going through the railway crossing we headed past the south end of the station. It's the first time I've been this way.
I heard there's a lot of things like arcades and toy stores. Lee-chan knows a lot about it.
So there's an arcade. I used to go to one pretty often. My gamer's blood roils within me. Royals? Boils? Is that what it's supposed to be saying that? It's like, what? Who plays freaking arcade games now? It's like, no, this is 1983, you know.
Oh, it's going to an arcade. Keiichi, you're quite a delinquent. Next time we're here, I'll show you where it is. It's a good one. There's quite a few machines.
Why don't they have one of them for one of their club activities? That could be intense. It seemed like the town of Okinawa was Mion's stomping grounds. If I asked her, she could tell me a lot of things about it. Eventually we come across a store with quite a few bikes parked in front of it. Was this the arcade? No, it was a small shop. Looking at the window display, it seemed like your everyday toy shop. But for almost 10 kids to be filing in and out of the store, they were doing almost too well for themselves. Could it be that store's having some sort of event today?
Exactly. Top prize is 50,000 yen.
50,000? Well, just 50,000, not 50,000. I get confused by numbers like that, because the way I've heard people actually say those numbers just confuses me. So just 50,000. Okay, noted. What the heck is that? That's the GNP of the People's Republic of Keiichi 5 times over! Two cute figures messing about to the right of the front of the store notices and wave their hands.
Hello everybody, we've been waiting for you. Good morning.
Alan started wondering which one of them was freaking rough line. God damn it! You know when the characters like show a different expression on their faces they're talking? It's helpful, but they didn't do it in that. I don't know, it bugs me. That's just like, I haven't read an actual novel in years. Actually, I've got a novel right up here. I'm gonna just check in it, see how it writes dialogues. I haven't even read it yet. It's been up here for quite a while. How do you have dialogue here? Ah yeah, the classic, where it's like, there's one line here. Go away, she shouted. Can't you read the sign? You know, that gives a clear indication of, you know, who's actually speaking. Oh, I'm just gonna keep that down from there. I might read that later. It's, Dr. Sleep by Stephen King. I haven't even read The Shining. I've only seen the movie, but it's essentially a sequel to it. Which should be an interesting read, I guess. Hey, morning, Rika-chan. Sudoku, we'll settle this before the cops get here. The goal is to plunder 1 billion.
Huh? Keiichi said I have no idea what you're talking about. Are we late? Did we keep you two waiting? We finished early today, so we've been waiting a while.
I'm sorry about that. Kei-chan here was taking a sweet time.
Well, if it was Keiichi's fault, it couldn't be helped.
Saying that, Rika-chan stretched up and began patting Mion's head. Hey, wait a minute. Are you solving everything by making me the bad guy? Where's this pat on the head, Rika? Remember the all-cast review session? Where he said, like, where she's like, oh, I feel sorry for you, Keiichi, with all this, you know. Just like, I'll be sure to give you a pat on the head next time.
Of course! Who else but Keiichi-san could fill this important role?
I don't like being cast like that. If you think that'll solve everything, you're sorely mistaken. I was feeling slightly irritated, so I began to repeatedly smack Satoko on the head. Slightly irritated, so he smacks her on the head. Smack, 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 smack.
Keiichi is pulling me! Ah!
Quality voice acting.
It's such a shame that Keiichi's pulling you. Toko's crying, she's crying! I'm taking her home! Your big sister will take care of you back. Okay?
Well. Yeah, you know, like, if you don't go for Onikakushi and go straight to this one, you'd be like, you'd have no idea what the hell is going on, would you? Just like, what the hell is with these characters? Because, you know, Onikakushi is the introduction chapter. Kind of gets you, like, used to the characters, introduces everything, sets up the plot, and, you know, the theme. Rene ecstatically wiped the tears, which were probably fake, from Sadoka's face, while Rika-chan gently patted mine as I lay sprawled on the ground. Okay, he did get a pat on the head after all. Yes, this is fine. Yep, this is the way things are supposed to resolve.
Oh, I think we should find a new punchline before we start losing teeth.
Well, then, upsy daisy. In any case, the greeting for the day went well. Yeah, you got knocked flat on your ass. About as well as it could possibly go. Inside the toy shop, there were about 10 boys around the same age as me. Apparently they all knew Mion, and finding out that she had arrived, they greeted her with jeers, a few at a time.
Chan is a regular at this toy shop, so she has a lot of friends.
A regular at a toy shop? What's up with that?
Hey Keiichi-san, take a look back here.
Well, as I took this prompting, I took a look. There were chairs lined up at tables. It was like some sort of birthday party. I realized it immediately. It couldn't be. This is the venue for today's club activities.
Surprise, Keiichi! Surprise, Keiichi-chan!
I was, certainly, because I just like, my voice came out there.
I'm good friends with the owner here. He sometimes lets me hold game tournaments to expand his customer base.
Expand his customer base? I see. Meaning all the boys livening up the place were participants?
That's right. Normally it's just us 5, but today we're gonna play with lots and lots of people.
Brandon was instantly happy about being able to play with so many people, but my expression grew noticeably stern.
Keiichi-san, I know exactly what you're thinking.
Oh? Well then, why don't you try saying it? Together, okay? 1, 2...
Those are all enemies! These are all enemies, and Doug's voice and mine blended together in harmony.
Well, they couldn't, because I can't do 2 voices at once, now can I? We looked over at the participants. After all, the top prize was 50,000 yen. My eyes lit up like a flame. 50,000 yen. 50,000 yen. I can't remember the exchange rate, but I'm assuming 1,000 yen is more or less the equivalent of like nearly £10. Maybe a little over at most, but probably just under, I don't know. So with that in mind, yeah, that is actually quite a decent amount of money, actually. In fact, don't even need to do, just try to do the math in my head. It's like, no, it's kind of 1,000. Look, I suck at math, but I can tell that's quite a decent amount of money. And I'm not even going to bother to try and freaking figure out how much.
Hey Kei-chan, it looks like today will be fun.
Well, no matter how many more rivals I have, the goal is still the same.
Rivals. Kei-chan, do you think a whale keeps track of all the krill it eats?
She said rather than an unpleasant voice, laughing with the aggressive glint in her eyes reserved solely for club activities. Damn it, Mion. She's as serious as she can get today. I'm not the only one who's serious. Take a look at Rika-chan. Oh, I'm not the only one who's serious. Take a look at Rika-chan. God damn it, I should have known it was Mion continuing on that. Mion pointed, looking at where her finger directed me. What the heck is that? Rika-chan was using those kinds of traits to soften up the group with an almost excessive pleasantness.
I'm also going to do my best. Go for it! Yay!
Go for it, yay! Completely emasculated, the group joined Rika-chan in a cheer. Inside the store being consumed by the world of Rika-chan. Damn, she's already chomping at the bit.
It seemed like today's gonna be fun. I'm going to do my best. Oh!
Just wait for her to finally say that. It's like, I don't know, I just like doing that in her voice. It's like, oh! It's so weird. Notice that, it's like a lot of characters like have that kind of thing. It's like Ayu from Canon has and like freaking Makoto from Canon as well also has that. So it's a bit like that, but different. I think like the protagonist, main female heroine or whatever in Air also had a similar thing. You get the idea. There's quite a number of characters that just have that kind of random thing they voice where you're just like, what's it mean? It's just like, I don't know. Seeing that Reno was also unusually fired up by the large crowd, hopping about and running around, she had entered entirely into couch mode. In Reno's case, some real fun starts when her attention load goes up. Her happy-go-lucky attitude barely the fact that this was the stadium that she was the most threatening. Mion was making small talk with some of the regular customers she was acquainted with. It was like business as usual with her. Can you imagine if the person who wins this just happens to be like some random nameless character? Like, well, that's anticlimactic. Of course, if anybody thought that Mion looked ordinary, they were not qualified to be in our club. I mean, look at that hair! Well, if you say that, you'd have to look at Rika's hair as well. I mean, that's not natural color. But it is in this world, isn't it? In the world of anime characters, all hair colors can be perfectly natural. Or in cartoons as well. You know, like Western cartoons, they have a similar thing going on, you know. Just in fiction in general. You don't see as much in live action fiction. Get down here. The shadow beneath her feet was a soothing killer instinct rising up like a cheerleader. Damn it, Mion, throwing away her honor on a man like that. She's serious.
Keiichi-san, didn't you know? The 50,000 yen prize is from Mion-san's own pockets.
What? She was putting out the 50,000 yen all by herself? At that moment, the darkness was exactly right. What? I mean, Mion's eyes began to appear.
What is it, Kei-chan? Is there something on my face?
This is kind of surreal when you think about it, isn't it? It's like that sound effect's reserved for like ridiculously tense situations where the plot's like taking a dark turn. But this time it's used in a more kind of comical way, where it's like serious but comical. Because these are slice of life, but there is some intensity here. The shivers crept up my spine. That Mion corner and stuff like that. She was pulling out the demon lurking within her. Fine with me. Damn it, my knees are shaking like crazy. Before I realized that the store had filled up with even more people. Have we ever even heard this track before? However, the looks in their eyes weren't confrontational. They were looks of expectation and curiosity. And they were the eyes of onlookers who were wondering what kind of match was going to occur and who was going to win. Who's saying that? You couldn't ask for a better stage than this. This is getting interesting.
Keiichi-kun, I Let's do our best, okay? Do our best. Oh,
Animals are already fully charged. Modern laws and common sense held no power before the might of an kilt mouse. I don't know why, it just kind of amused me the way they spelt it out in that specific way. I definitely didn't want to fight her if possible.
Rika-chan, do your best.
Well, wait, no. That's not even her, it's just like, that's a fan probably. Rika-chan, do your best, we're all cheering you on!
Okay, I'll do my best.
Rika-chan, who is exuding way too much charm, no matter how you looked at it, and already one of the most of the onlookers to her side. Nonchalantly avoiding things had always been Rika-chan's creed. For her to be blatantly laying out her machine evolution like this, something was definitely strange. Like Rena, she was somebody who I didn't want to fight if I could help it.
Of course, the one you don't want to fight the most is Mion, sir.
I've been lucky to even leave alive more than a few times at the club activities, but I don't think there was a day that even came close to being this dangerous.
Mion-san seems to have developed quite the grudge after losing a poker match a few days ago back, you know?
It seems that way. In other words, today is just an elaborate stage for her revenge. Almost as though she was psychic, Mion turning towards us. Her eyes silently conveyed the message. You guys just figured that out now. It wasn't just Mion, but Ren and Rika-chan were more pumped up than they'd ever been. Yeah, one's gonna pop up today. Without a doubt, there'll be casualties.
Seems that somehow Keiichi-san and I are the only ones left. What do you think? Should we not have our match during the opening round?
Might as well. I need to warm up before I can really kick into gear. When suddenly, my spinal column shuddered like it had been struck by a bolt of lightning, and like a pillar of ice was being jammed into it began to freeze. I could almost see the flames backlighting Satoko with their intensity. Even then, while Satoko was displaying a normal smile, it was cold and inhuman, almost as if it were a plastic mask.
Must really want to eliminate me in the first opening round. You can't knock that.
Come on, damn! I should freaking scroll through it more. You must really want to eliminate me in the opening round. You can't hide that murderous intent.
Oh, that's too bad. You're being uncharacteristically cautious today, Keiichi-san.
But it's out, it was a trap. Really have. I've given it a freaking female equivalent of the echo voice I got. It's weird. But I doubt it was a trap. Well, you know, she's all about traps. I don't know what she had up her sleeve, but if I fought with Satoko during the opening round, my loss would be more certain than if I went against Mion. Now that being said, can you imagine if there was a plot twist where Satoko turned out to actually be a boy? It's like, it all makes sense. Master of traps, and is herself a trap, but no, she is actually a girl. So, no. I'm pitch black, man. I lose my permanent something inside of the store. Did they all want to win that 50,000 yen prize that much? Well, wouldn't you? No, that's not right. The only ones competing for the prize money were the casual participants. I was different. I had mistaken this as just a way to fool around on a normal Sunday. Didn't matter when it was, or where it was, or who our opponents were. In our club, the goal is always the very top of the mountain. Yeah, but, you know, having the top of the mountain and also having, like, 50,000 yen on top of it, kind of, like, probably gives that extra boost. An intense flame that no strong winds could extinguish, hot enough to melt any steel, began to burn inside me. The fuse had been lit on this unprecedentedly intense club battle. It was then that the owner of the store told Mion in a little voice that it was about time to begin.
Is everybody ready? Listen close now.
Mion began the formalities, standing in for Mion and explained the rules of today's tournament. You're only playing to win. There is no second or third place. That's the same rule as our club. There were 15 people participating. Most of them didn't even have names. We were to be split up into 5 groups via a draw. Each group would have one winner. Keiichi, Mion. That's bloody convenient then, isn't it? The club has 5 members, split into 5 different groups. How convenient. Each winner in the first stage would advance to the next in order to compete in the final. Imagine if one of the club members gets eliminated in the first round and be like, well, ours are like unexpected. That depends how the pairing goes.
As for how each group will compete, each table can decide to play whatever they want. As long as the game is here in the store, anything goes.
Already in club mode, Defcon 1, I didn't let the small gap in the rule go unnoticed. Mion, can I ask a question? I want everybody first to play a game they're good at and not be able to agree on like what?
Oh, that's right. If we can't decide, we can't start.
The spectators also nodded along. It was only natural. There wasn't anybody who would simply accede to their opponent's suggestion.
I prefer if we're all good sports and manage to come to a decision on your own. If it comes to a stalemate, should we have the store's owners decide for you?
It was an event at a toy store after all. You'd expect the owner to referee. After that, Mion's rundown continued. It ended with the rule that any losing participants would have to buy the game they lost at. A rather nice proposition for the store. That's a pretty good rule, guys. That gives not only does it bring in more customers, but it actually makes it so yeah, look, it doesn't matter. I'm freaking going to make some sales here today, because there will be losers, and you will have to buy the games. First, we used the draw to split into 5 groups. Everybody lined up single file and began to draw tickets that the shop owner had prepared. It was my turn. Alright, time to draw. No matter who I was up against, I'd crush them! At that moment, Mion began to laugh with a hawkish gleam in her eye.
Of course, I'm sure you already know. The club members will have a separate penalty game than the casual participants.
I thought as much. What's the gist of it?
The winner gets to give the losers the order, 1 order each.
Winner gets to give the losers 1 order each. Contrary to how simple it sounded, it was a terrifying eventuality, a subject of which no one could predict. The winner gets to give the losers 1 order each. I know. Am I just having a brain fart moment? I don't understand. Damn you, Mion! Is she really planning on parading me around? Hitting me sour and cat ears and a banana hammock with a tail attached or something? Wait. Is that what it's all about? Just is it essentially the winner and the loser? The winner gets to parade the loser around as their bitch for the day. Is that what this means? The look on Mion's face told me she wasn't going to let me off that easy. On top of that, this time it wasn't just the person who finished last who'd have to submit to the penalty game.
The losers get 1 order each. In other words, even if you don't finish last, you still have to do a penalty game.
Oh, not even other places get... It's just maybe it's because I didn't get much sleep and my mind can't comprehend it. Just so what are you saying, Mion? Everyone but the winner loses, damn. And I know.
That'd be the case.
Right? The loser gets 1 order each, in other words, and if you don't finish right, you still have to do a penalty. Okay, that was Keiichi line. I'm getting confused here. What about if there's no winner? If all the club members drop out midway through? That's a big twist.
Keiichi, are you all right in the head?
What? The look in Mion's eyes became that of a lion bearing its fangs.
How exactly are the elite members of our club going to lose to some middling newborns? Keiichi, don't embarrass me by getting eliminated in the first round.
Even so, I didn't feel friends. The more into it my opponent was, the stronger I would become. Now I just realised, that's the real reason they all bring the A game. It's not about that cash. It's about not losing at all. Because, you know, that's the Royal Club, and because the punishment falls on everyone who loses. And nobody wants that. You just wait and see. I won't just sit here and be bullied by you, Mion. I'll show you.
We shall meet in the finals.
Why do I get Yu-Gi-Oh! Freaking vibes from this? I'll see you in the finals. I will duel you there. I will.